Nigga, what's happening? Tell everybody.
That shit damn near over with.
Showtime?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
They talking about Steven Espinoza done. Man, they saying that boxing shit over with Showtime.
Now, people have been asking, how can you have 4 fights out here by Showtime/PBC and you have no date and no venue for none of these fights? What is going on with these fights? Why we can't get the fights that we want? Is Al Haymon holding these fights hostage? Well, I say, in order to really determine what's going on there, you have to look at the company in which fronts the money to put on these boxing matches at Showtime/PBC. Now, I want you to look at an article right here. Paramount Global shares take a beating in their earlier trading after its Q3 results reflected a perfect storm of advertisement pullbacks amidst recession concerns, currency fluctuations outside of the U.S., the heavy investment in the original content for Paramount, and the continual decline of their linear viewership. We're always mindful of the cost management as a company. The company is moving on the opportunity to reorganize Showtime Networks, Showtime and Paramount Television Studios into parts of their company. Bagish added that the effort will lead to the benefit of a significant cost reduction and advance our strategic agenda. Chopra added that the changes around Showtime will allow the company to further align and apply more global mindset of our content and platforms. Now hold on, stay with me because I got another article for you. The signing and subsequent disaster that is the Jake Paul deal with Showtime, boxing could spell the end of the network in 2023. Boxing News understands. Hold on, there's more. Jake Paul flops deal could be the final nail in Showtime's boxing coffin. So, what have you put together so far? You put together that Paramount, like any company that's hemorrhaging, they're looking to cut fat. Okay? So that means getting rid of things that is not working, and that means getting rid of things that is not bringing in no more subscribers or viewership. So of course they're looking to cut things back. Now, when you look at Showtime, as far as boxing goes, let's face it, PBC has underperformed, and it has not helped the decline in their viewership. So you have Paramount Plus trying to figure out what they're going to do with Showtime, if they're going to keep Showtime at all. But one thing's for sure, whenever a business is hemorrhaging, they're not going to keep around dead weight. All right? Now, hold on for a second. You got something else. Now, what does this let you know? This lets you know that when it comes to boxing for Showtime, the person that they counted them to get them out of the hole and to bump up their viewership was Jake Paul. I want you to think about that for a second. It was Jake Paul. They deemed Jake Paul as a person that was going to save viewership as far as boxing goes on Showtime. And as of right now, they have seen that it has backfired. This is the thing right here. Notice they put all its chips in a person that is a non-boxer to basically bring viewership back to a sport on a streaming platform. Now, you name me any company that's willing to keep something around that's not bringing a benefit or any residuals around. Okay? They counted on Jake Paul, their deal with Jake Paul, to save boxing as far as Showtime goes. Okay? They put all their chips on Jake Paul. All right? Notice, they put all their chips on a person that's not even really a practitioner of the sport to save the sport on the streaming platform of Showtime/Paramount. That should tell you everything right there. How come Steven Espinoza and Showtime don't get behind a real boxer to do that? So it's showing you that they have no faith in you as a product, as a boxer. That they're willing to put all their marbles on a YouTuber to say boxing on Showtime. That should tell you everything right there. All right. So you know what's going on with Paramount. You know what's going on with Showtime. You know that Showtime just struck a bad deal with Jake Paul because they counted on this man to bring them 50 million subscribers. And so far, it has not happened. Another bad deal for Showtime as far as boxing goes. So what's going on with all these froze fights and all these fights out here with no fight date? It's very simple. Al Haymon is holding these fights hostage till he get his re-up money that doesn't come till next year. And that's if it comes next year. So basically, what he's trying to do is he's trying to sell you a car with no engine. But he's dependent on the money that he gets from you purchasing the car to purchase the engine for the car that he's trying to sell to you. So he's holding all these fights at bay until he get his re-up money. It's just that simple. And the reason why you don't have no these dates, because the future of boxing on PBC is uncertain until next year. This is why they pushed the Terrence Bud Crawford fight out next year. This is why you got all these fights out here, no venue, no date. Because they can't give it to you. Because the future is unclear. The money coming in, which is going to help pay for these fights, it's not there yet. He's waiting till next year to Paramount figure out what they're going to do or what kind of check that they're going to cut over there for PBC Showtime. And this is why you got all these fights out here with no date. Some of them are not signed, and they're talking about done deal here, done deal over there, but yet there is no date for none of these fights. That's because everything is being held off for next year. It's as simple as that. Because other than that, there's no reason to announce a fight that you don't even have signed because it's unclear. So you can apply that to almost everything that they're presenting to you. From Caleb Plant and David Benavidez right on down. This is what's going on. This is why you're not getting the fights. This is why you're up in the air about Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. This is why you up in the air about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Because he has to, basically, it's like anything else. When you want to sell a house and when you want to sell a car, what do? You fix it up. You make it look nice. You know what I'm saying? You give a good presentation so people can see what they're buying or what you have to offer. Okay? So he's putting these fights out here. Like, look, I got this fight over here. Look, I got this fight over here. Look, like these are some big fights. You know what I'm saying? So basically, go ahead and roll out that check because this is what I got on deck. And he doesn't plan on giving you any of those kind of fights, which will lessen his worth when it comes to Paramount renewing their contract with Showtime/PBC. He's not going to put himself in a position. He's keeping all his big cards close to his chest, and he's not playing them until that money is secure. Understood? Understood. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.